Good morning. Welcome to the class this Saturday morning. Hope you're having a nice weekend so far. It's going to be a glorious day, so get out there and enjoy the sunshine. We need it, especially in the midst of winter. So spread your toes and have your ankles, knees, and hips on top of one another. Hands come onto your lower belly. Keep your shoulders down and away from the ears. Now inhale through your nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose. When you're breathing out, you're feeling your stomach move in towards the spine. Hands a bit high. Breath in. And sighing out, keeping the toes spread. Today we're focusing on core quite a bit, front and back. A little bit of arms will be worked as well though. Bring your arms down. Inhale, arms rising up. Exhale, take the arms to the side. Inhale, arms shift forward. Sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. And then as you exhale, your arms come down in front. Come up onto the balls of the feet. We're going to stay lifted on inhaling and then arms to the side. Inhale, arms come forward, sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms rise up, and then bend your knees, arms are coming down, and your heels are staying lifted. We're not doing much upstanding today. We'll come onto the mat quite soon. Exhale to the side. Inhale, arms shift forward, sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms lift up, bend into the knees a little bit more as your arms come down. We'll go again, a couple more times. Inhale, rising up. Exhale to the side. Keep thinking about core contraction. Tummy moves inwards and upward. Inhale, arms lift. Come down a fraction more, and we'll do it one last time before we get into some balancing. Exhaling on out. Inhale forward. Sighing on out. Inhale, arms lift up. And then come down the last time. So we're going to come up, lower our heels down, bring our legs together. We're going to take our arms to the side. Breath in and lift the right knee, exhaling. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Go for 4 more. Then we'll do the same thing, but just double pace. Relax the shoulders. Fast, let's go. Raise that belly for me. We've got 8 more here. Yeah, 8, 7, 6, 5. Relax the shoulders. 4, 3, 2. Leg comes down. Slow on the other side. Exhale up. Inhale lower. Exhale and lift. I know the arms are getting sore, but we can handle it. Two more at this pace and then we double it. Here we go, go. Just so you know, I'm not going to be doing a live stream tomorrow morning. We're going to go in search of kangaroos. Yes, that's what we're going to do. 4 more. And leg comes down. We were meant to have a little bit of a drinky this evening or afternoon, but Ramiro's doctor said to him it's best probably to, if you're going to just have one, there's no point. So we'll leave it for another week. So therefore we're going to have lots of energy for tomorrow morning to go for a bit of a walk and check out the kangaroos. 2 more breaths, it's going to be a beautiful day. So bring the arms down and then lift up. Now Leonie, if you're doing this replay, this session's for you. Lots of boat poses, lots of tabletops. I know you like that style. 2 more here. So bring the feet back together, bring your arms down. We're going to pick up your opposite knee and just float that arm up and around in a bit of a windmill to stop at the horizontal behind, and then look behind if you can. As you're breathing out, feel that contraction still in the tummy. Bring the arm down. My health has been pretty much 100% at the moment. I'm feeling really good in my body. But the bad thing about feeling good is then you eat things you shouldn't eat, like chocolate. And so I can really feel it. The last few days I've been pretty bad. Because when I've been sick and coughy and phlegmy and all the rest, you can't eat that kind of stuff. It makes you feel worse, which has been good. That's the blessing. But now I'm feeling good. Go revert back to the bad. I'll control myself. A couple more breaths here first. So just gently bring the arm down, release the foot down. We'll get into our tree pose and then I'll move us down onto the mat. So drive that heel in as you open that knee out, so really opening the hips. And then your hands can stay down low, either at your heart, third eye, or we lift. If you're feeling comfortable, pick your eyebrows up. So clearly we're in another week of lockdown, so I'll be here all next week from 9:30. Obviously today, weekend, 9 o'clock. 2 more here. And bring it down, switch it over. One of the days I'm going to do quite a strong leg session, but it will get your heart rate up, so it's a bit more like a HIIT style. I'm just not sure which day yet. Of course, I'll throw a yoga in as well. Hopefully we'll be back to the gym on Friday. Keep shoulders relaxed. 4 more breaths here. So, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to come down, work our boat poses, work our tabletops. And we'll just move the screen down. So if you need to get something nice and comfortable, because you're going to be seated a while, and something padded for your bottom. Otherwise, you can just fold your mat. If you're on a towel, fold your towel. So coming forward with the arms, tip yourselves back, bend those knees, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, open the arms out. Exhale and close them. And as you're closing the arms, the tummy is moving in. So lots of boat poses today, lots of tabletops. Every one that we do is going to be different. Okay, so there's no repetition. Inhale to open. Exhale and close. Let's go for 4 more only. I went to meet my hula hoop ladies last night. And I reckon I was hula hooping for close to an hour. Bring those arms in, bring the hands back, bend in, and I can feel it around the back, not the front, just around the hip area. I don't know because it's a heavy hoop and every time it bangs you, or it was a workout sort of feel like. I'm not sure what kind of muscle feel I'm getting at the moment, but yeah, it's good. So we chat about the environment with similarly like-minded people, and we hula hoop. So if anyone's interested in doing something like that, write to me and I'll give you the details. We're going to do it again tomorrow. Keep pushing the hips up, shoulders, drive them into push up. 2 more here. And after each one, we'll have a break. So come on down. Well, this one, we'll have our heels together and our knees are coming apart and just come in. So you want to open out as much as possible, shoulders staying relaxed. It's good to ease it in, loosen up with a stretch in between each one, just so you're not feeling like you're pounding your body too much and you're at risk of injuring yourself. So let's bend our knees back in again. Set yourself sitting tall, shoulders relaxed, move on back. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to bring our hand to our shoulder and we're going to extend and look at your hand as it goes back. And hand to shoulder and come forward and then switch sides. So hand to shoulder, extend, hand to shoulder, and come forward. That's the way. It's a bit of an archery bow and arrow. I like to refer to it as that. Like you're pulling back that arrow. I used to enjoy archery. I find it quite fun. You'd hurt your fingers. I found the fingers would get sore, but I was always pretty good at getting close to the target. Not that I did archery very often. More camps during school and scouts, that's when we do our archery. Do 1 more each way, please. Then we're going in for our second lot of tabletops. And let's bring our arms in, take them back, bend on in again. And all we're going to do is we're going to extend one leg straight at a time. And then you bend back in, reset, other side. Trying to keep your thighs evenly aligned. Draw the shoulders in to push yourselves up. go for 4 more now, please. Very strong in the arms, like I said, but it's also for your underside. Bring the glutes all the way up to the shoulders. Let's lower ourselves down. This time, instead of bringing the heels together, they come apart. And we just come down as far as you feel comfortable. You can hold anywhere along the leg, or you can come down onto the elbows. There's this yoga YouTube sensation. She's amazing. I don't know, she's got lots of followers. And I'm one of them. Since I started teaching yoga, I follow her just to get inspired because she's so incredible. So she can get in the splits these way, both ways, but she gets in the split like this, and then she's down flat, arms in front. Phenomenal. I don't know, she must have been ballet or gymnastics background. She's long and lean and just extremely graceful. So yeah, she's amazing to watch, and she's always in these amazing locations. Let's bring it in. Both pose number 3. This one, our legs are going to be up. So you're either going to bend your tippy toes down, midway, or lift. My husband's like, why don't you do a live stream from an exotic location? Because he's from the Galapagos, and I have taught in some beautiful locations over there, but this is before coronavirus time, and, before all that, thinking of even doing anything with live streaming or just videos. And I'm like, it just wouldn't work. She goes all around the world and she's just fantastic, and it's always with nature. I've taught in some spectacular places around the world, I have too. Yeah, it's just nice to watch. 4 more. I'll tell you what, if I had a video for every place I've taught around the world, I could have some pretty fantastic videos too. I've spent some time in some beautiful places. Let's come back, lift it up. But enough about me. We're in my house. It's enough for now. We're in lockdown. That's why we don't do it in any exotic locations. So we're going to pull alternating knee towards the chest, not changing the angle at the knee, just the angle at the hip. Shoulders, draw yourself to push up, breath in, pull one knee towards you. Then we switch. As you guys know, I was a tour guide in Thailand and in China, and I'd teach my tourists, I guess you could call my group. We'd do classes every so often in the morning before our tour. And then when I worked for Caulfield Grammar over in China, that was an exotic location though, the one in Nanjing, because it would just be in the basement of our apartment. Still, but I think South America, that definitely was the most exotic places. Particularly the Galapagos, for sure. 4 more, let's do it. Bit of nostalgia. Taking a trip down memory lane there. And let's lower it down. This time your legs are together, but you're going to be reaching across to the opposite, either leg or foot, and the other arm will come behind. So lots of boat poses and tabletops here. You'll feel that lovely pull and releasing through your back. That's where I feel sore from yesterday's hula hoop. I reckon where the hoop was going around. Maybe. Really relaxing though, it's cathartic. Just moving your hips. And it's amazing how many people approach us and want to do the hula hoop too. It's fantastic. Let's come up. We'll stretch the other side after we do the next lot of boat and tabletops. No, let's do it now, because then we be very uneven. Yeah. So come to the other foot and just twist yourself the other way. So I'm going to release that. Sitting tall again. Bring the knees once more. Arms come forward, shoulders relaxed, tip on down. This time your elbows are coming in. And all you're going to do is we're going to push back, lift up, out, and then in a bit. So you're getting that burn in through the deep core abs quite intensely. Inhale, sign up, keeping that 90-degree angle bend at your elbows. So your movement comes from your shoulders, in fact. Ooh, 4 more. The next lot of tabletops are going to be with the legs extended. So some people call them a reverse plank. The first one's just going to be staying still. 2 more like this though. Ooh. Lovely belly burn. Bring the hands back. Straight legs this time. Pointed toes, rise on up. So just holding still, like I said, draw the shoulders together to push yourselves up. And just feel the stomach drawing in. Hips up higher. Squeeze the glutes in tighter. Really strong. Having all that weight on your upper body, your arms. 2 more. And then come down, flexing your feet. Come forward, just staying centered in this stick pose at the moment. Have you guys noticed all the wattle that's out? Wattle's almost like a sign of the end of winter, the start of spring. I mean, it's really lovely weather. We had winter sort of set in early. I'm wondering if it's going to finish early. Let's just hope the rain sort of keeps coming, because we don't want any more bushfires like they're suffering over in Greece and parts of Europe. It's just horrid what's happening. Time for leaders to take action. Let's bend on in. We all do. They need to follow suit. Let's come forward. Boat pose again. So this one, we're going to do some leg lifts. We're going to be doing the same leg lift, and the arms are going to be moving a different way. So what's going to happen is you're going to be kicking and moving the way that leg kicks. Arms are staying straight. They're down on an angle. I'm going to go through about 10 each side. Give me 4 more. Change sides. Yeah, so another thing that I ate that was really bad, which was so good, it's this granola, and it's got freeze-dried raspberries, toasted coconut, and cacao. How good does that sound? Yeah, it tastes just as good as it sounds. So yesterday I said to Ramiro, you want to try some of this? It was new, we just bought the box yesterday. And he's like, just a little bit. So I gave him a really little bowl. And straighten those legs, lift up. So I'm going to inhale and then close. It was so good, he's like, second helping, please. This is after dinner, mind you. He's not usually a pig or a glutton at all. You know, he's very controlled. But it was that good. He needed to have a second helping, as did the girls. I don't have it with milk because I don't drink milk. I just have it straight from the box. Let's go for 4 more. Drive it up. Strong in those arms, isn't it? But just know we've only got 1 more boat pose and 1 more tabletop. Lower it down. Bring those knees back in again. We're going to take 1 leg on top. This calf is still pretty bad at the moment. That's why I waited a little bit longer before we do the hip leg session I'm talking about. I don't know though, it doesn't feel like it does it any damage, but this calf is not easing up. But my neck's eased up, and that took about a month. So maybe it will take a while. Come on up. You know how I did it? Copying that yoga lady, trying to do an exercise that she does, which was an eagle plank. Yes, it sounds as hard as it is. It is as hard as it sounds, I should say. And that's, I think, what injured me. So So note to self and note to all of you out there, if something doesn't feel like it's going to work, just don't do it, okay? Try your best, but don't push it. Some of us, especially instructors, we try and push it sometimes because we think we can. But we can't. Got to know our limitations. Come on up. So this one we're going to do is a bit of a Russian twist with a leg kick in this boat pose. So you're sitting tall, you're moving back, your legs are lifted, and you're just side to side. You're twisting obviously to the leg that's coming in. Keep it coming. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. And stop. Legs are straight. Arms come back. This is the last one. Pull the knee in towards you. Same side, same thing. Last 2, then we switch sides. Here we go. Drive it up. So lots of different tabletops. Tabletop. Last 2. We're ready to lie on our back shortly. Give our arms a break for some planks that are coming up later. So let's just lie back. I won't give you another stretch now because we're going into a different position. Feet together, toes pointed up, chin tucked into the chest. You're looking at your stomach, just making sure when you're breathing out, stomach has to move down. Rise up. Inhale lower, exhale lift. See the stomach right lower. Getting back onto the topic of food. Granola, whatever anyone says, I don't think it's a food that's actually necessarily good for you. I think it's definitely junk food. It's delicious. But the amount of sugar that's in it, the amount of carbs, the amount of fat, I can't see it being a health food. That's why I only let myself have it on the weekend. Not every weekend at that, I'll tell you. Okay, no more food talk. But that being said, if you have any suggestions, I was talking to my friend on the walk this morning. We bumped into each other and then we walked together. And he's from Adelaide initially. And you guys know we were in Adelaide back in April. Come up and then come halfway back, Tim. And we had this amazing takeaway store that had the most beautiful salads, all vegan, really hearty, but not stodgy heavy. And I don't know any place like that around here. There may be no places that are salads, but really good. Like I can make a salad. I can make many salads, and I do. Some of those good, but different, a bit exotic. If you know where, let me know. Come up centimetre back. Because that's what I really feel like. Some of them you just, you don't know how to make it. I could get a recipe and try and do it, but sometimes you just don't want to cook, right? That's why I was looking forward to my cruise so much, because that would have been every meal done. My mum often jokes, she used to bring the arms forward, she's like, I've been cooking for 50 years. Slowly we're up, she goes, that's like 2 life sentences. She's over it. Bring your arms up, and she's a great cook. Bring ourselves side to side. And we're going to just bring ourselves down and get into a bit of lower belly now. Now we're going to do an exercise that we haven't done for a while. We're just holding 8 different positions still. And we're holding each position for about 8 to 10 breaths. So this one, as you can see, my toes are pointed and my legs are together and they're as up on the vertical as possible. We've already been doing this one for a while. This is lower belly. So keeping the legs to the vertical and together, but we now just flex the feet rather Then point the toes. You might find that your legs start to shake. Just try and breathe through it, or alternatively you can bend your knees, okay? So open the legs now to about 30 centimetre gap at the top. Not down here because then the feet will be too far wide, and then you start working your legs rather than your belly. If you have a feel, it should feel like it's already working. So point the toes rather than flex. I'm going back onto a food topic. Can you tell it's like that? I'll tell you the salad I made yesterday in case you guys need ideas for salads, if you like it. So you start by cutting up red onion and then just putting a bit of salt and lemon, and that sort of takes away. Snow pea, avocado. So it's a green salad, except for the red onion. And then just mix it all up once the lemon has had a time to sort of cook, I guess, or not cook, but soften the onions. They're still crunchy, they just don't have that kick. All right, so let's now, from here, lower the angle a little bit. Okay, so now the angle is a bit harder. Anyway, so that's delicious. I can make good salads. I just want something different. So, like I said, let me know if you know any good salad bars or salad something. Tight. It's good. We haven't done it for a long time. Probably should do it more often. Flex your feet rather than point those toes. Keep the angle, keep the separation. Soon we'll zip those legs up. It's going to be such a lovely day. Just looking at that sun outside, it's glorious. Zip the legs up. So we've got the flexed foot, we've got the angle, now the legs are together. So we only have two more, whereas this one's the feet together with the flex, so we'll be feet together with a point. I know your legs are starting to take a bit of the load. We'll get off that soon. So here it comes. Point the toes, straighten those legs, feel the burn. The arms are sufficiently rested that we can get into some planks. And just like we're doing this long sequence here, we're going to do the long sequence of planks too. Bring the knees in. Woo, roll on up. Let's roll ourselves over. We're going to get into some planks. On our hands to begin. On our feet, if you can, otherwise you're down on your knees. Zip the legs up. It feels almost like a nice relief to come here after what we've just done, lengthening it all out too. So again, we hold each position for about 8 to 10 breaths, give or take. I feel like I've been talking a whole lot. 2 more breaths here. Bring the hand in. I'm about to chat to my friend over in Quito after I finish with this, which will be nice. See how it's going over in that side of the world. We spoke to a relative over in Galapagos yesterday. He runs a hostel, and he put some of his passengers on. I'm like, where are you from? I'm from Israel. He's like, he said there's lots of Russians, there's lots of French, from the North Americas. Here we are stuck. Even if you're vaccinated, we're still stuck. Come back to centre. Quite jealous of those people that we saw. And as you breathe out, draw the belly in, squeezing those legs together. We're going to go to the other side, so bring the other arm in, stack, hips going up, shoulders draw them back. That's the sound of the heating on going, because you're wondering what that sound is. Got my bill for the gas yesterday. Just into $492 for the 2 months. This is the new heating system that I got installed last year that's supposedly more cost effective. But I can't tell because it feels like we're just home and have it on all the time. Luckily yesterday we were able to turn it off. We'll turn it off soon. It was a warm day. A few more. So we're going to just gently make our way down onto our elbows to continue on with these planks. You can have your palms together or facing down, completely up to you, where you feel best. Main thing is you don't let your bottom creep up. A couple more here. So let's bring one arm in. Stack, lift, hips go up, shoulders draw back, elongate the neck. My neck's still not 100%. I can look up fine on this side, but the other side not so much still. So it's amazing how long your body really does take to recover from a strain or an injury or what have you. I guess the older you get, maybe it's the longer it takes to recover. So just gently bring yourself down to the center. Because we have more surface area down on the mat, you should feel like you can keep going. Even though potentially the plank on the elbows is harder than on the hands, for your abs, it's a lot easier for your arms. Keep it strong. 4 more breaths. Isn't it nice, Ramirez keeping the girls upstairs? They're occupied and out of the way. Love it. Other side, let's go. Driving the hips upward. Last 2 breaths here. And back to the center. Palms in, shoulders relaxed. This is the last lot of planks. Then we're going to flip back over onto our back to continue with more tummy before we get into some back to finish. So great workout for your core today. We've done a whole heap of front abs, side a little bit of back, but so much core work, front core. 3 more breaths. There we go. Flip over. Hope you did it with me. Even if you're on your knees, hope you didn't give up. So, toes pointed up, chin into the chest, head and shoulders lifted. One more round of basic abdominal strength. As hand behind the head, lifting up. All this part of me too is still a little bit injured from when I fell down those stairs. Even though it was my hip that got the bang. Must have saved myself with this arm. I just jolted. So that's still sore, like putting my arm back like that. Like I said, we take longer to recover the older we get. Couple more. Come up as you exhale and then halfway back. And we rise again. This round through, you're going to feel it a little bit more intensely because we've done our planks, we've done all the boat poses, we did this prior as well, so the muscles are fatigued. Couple more, then we'll go even smaller again. So come up and then centimetre back. I hear one of them coming. You can hear it. strong. This is getting into that upper belly. 4 more. Kenneth. Designer Yes, come forward, bring the onion with her shoulder to back. She has a distinct sound when she walks. Let's roll ourselves super slow. And we go for that bit of a Tarzan swing again. So holding on that rope. Perfect. We're going to take our legs up again. We're going to go for a bit of a combination. One leg goes straight, the other leg goes up. And we switch. Nos ahora here. Now the one that's going up, try not to bring it in close to the 90-degree angle at your hip. If you want to take it on a larger angle, you can.
Mommy, can you coming up to class?
Oh no. Sigo un poco más para allá. ¿Y tú qué estás haciendo arriba?
Dibujando la vida.
¿Dibujando qué?
Dibujando una calle
¿Cómo?
sola.
Oh. Good. 2 more, and then we're going to combine upper and lower belly together. So just let's have a bit of a break. Bring your knees in and just relax in and out.
Mommy, comida abajo.
¿Dónde estoy? Pues con 2 manos, bien. So bringing ourselves down. So like I said, combination, déjalo, cógelo bien. She's coming down with her food, with breakfast. So, tippy toes. Yeah, Ramiro made pancakes for them. We're going to keep on our tippy toes and just crunch up. Just straight. Now, the leg that's staying down should not be weighted very much. I don't want you to lift it up, but don't weight it. Be very light on the toe. She likes to sit on top of the heater then.
This is the left bare feet.
I don't think it's that bad. We make it from scratch.
Yes, just a little bit.
Mine I make, I think, healthier than Ramiro because it's pretty much just banana. Let's twist. A little bit of milk and not too much flour. It's the banana that holds it together. And it's sweet enough you don't need to add anything because it's got banana.
What's that?
Oh, it's skinny. Hey,
that?
see. So now we're twisting. Can you bring that up in the hands? Just a few more, then I'll give you a mini break and then we'll go on for more upper and lower belly. Just a little bit more intense though. 1 more each way. Alright, so let's bring the knees in. Just roll it in and out. And this is the position that we're going to be in to start the next exercise. Except your head and shoulders are going to be lifted and you're reaching for your toes. Inhale, push away, circle the arms as your feet come back in and then touch your heels. Inhale away, exhale and circle. Inhale away. Your neck will get a little bit stiff, but it will ease out as soon as we finish this.
Tamara.
Dame, ¿verdad? ¿Qué está haciendo Albi, papi?
Están jugando este devices.
Just 3 more. So that'll be about 10 of them. We used to go for 20, remember? Not today. Hold it here, relax. Just roll with yourself, come up. And we're going to get into some back exercises here. And we'll be on all 4s till we get there. So we've got our hands underneath our shoulders. We've got our knees underneath our hips. So therefore, your hands are shoulder width distance apart, your knees are hip width distance apart. We're going to take one leg away Other arm, just staying here nice and still. Couple more breaths, and then we're going to pull this knee and elbow back in towards the center, but not touch down. So breath in, pull it in, lift it up, and then pull down, just like that. Now listen, we're going to keep the leg there, bring the arm down, and then flex that foot, and then just push the heel up. Evenly weighted in both arms.
You need to finish all your food.
And bring it down. Other arm, other leg,
Mommy,
nice and still. See?
I said to Tamara to plastic.
Come no viene. ¿Cómo va a caminar con su amiga primero? Ella no se viene. Couple more breaths here. And then we're going to bring this elbow and knee together, not touch down. Inhale, lift. Hay más movimiento si quieres.
No.
This next one, we're going to hold the leg up, bring your arm down, bend and flex, and up we go. Just for your back and your glutes. Four, three, keep going. And bring yourselves toes together, knees apart. Sink down. We're going to just do one back exercise on our belly. And I might just move back a fraction so that we can all see each other well. And come onto your tummy. So we'll let our arms have a break. They don't need to do anything. If the legs are going to come together, you have got a pointed toe. You're going to lift up and then take the legs away. And then lift back up and bring them together. I hear another kid screaming upstairs. Do you hear her? And they're playing cards, so I don't know if it's a happy scream or not. ¿Sí están felices?
Solo por algo que le gana.
Sí, y siempre quiere ganar. Pero tú también ya estás así, como quieres ganar cada rato.
No, solo quiero ganar. No, jugar nada first.
Keep this coming, T. So this is still continuation of butt and back.
Mommy, when you're up there, I'm just going to pick me a pancake and we pull out.
Y por esa razón tú no hablas con la boca llena de comida. Okay?
So let's go to
Two more like that, complete ones. Last one. And let's bring our hands under, have a stretch.
I'm tired of niños.
Donde? Two.
Not
And
ellos.
push back, toes together, knees apart. Another child's pose. We're going to make our way up to standing and get into some balance. Maritoka's got sucio manos. She's got dirty hands. I don't want her to touch my bottom. Two. So just a few balances to finish us. Great work, everybody. I hope you're feeling like you've worked your core and you're probably feeling like you're standing a bit taller. Onto your right foot, hold on to the left. Arm lifts. And then two through. No, the screen's not up as high as it could potentially be, so my head's a bit chopped off. But we'll survive. Now we're going to keep a hold of that foot. Sort of angle yourself, turn the foot a bit. arm goes to the side, and then you're going to let that leg go and take yourself into a high star. Bring it in. Whew. So we're on our left foot. We have to bend down because little old lady. Okay, hold it up. Tip through into your deltoids.
Mommy,
Two. So we're going to turn. Angle that flag. Hold it still. Let it go. Take the arm over. Breathe. Breathe in. Like down balance. Panas sebenarnya por favor. Take your left foot, right knee out to the side. And then when you feel ready, if you feel ready, foot option, lock out to the side. Woo. So just can't straighten that leg completely or lift it up as high as I want. But I'm not going to stop you trying. We will keep on going. Ay, masa naglantoy. Foot option.
Where's the pancakes?
He's done. Front of the tukara. I'm just going to give you the two pose, give your neck a few stretches, and then I'll say goodbye. Right foot on the side of the left leg. Hands can stay down at heart. Third eye, or keep the palms pressed, lifting up. You should feel stable, completely stable. Why? Because we've worked out. Ven acá, yo te echo por la espalda. No, que tu media tú llevaste, no pusiste. Looking up if you can. Coges tu media. Está donde la pancake. Sí, ya. Hold. Bring the arm down. Switch. I'm sure you don't want to stick around and watch Anna eating her pancakes. Suficiente. For behaving like a bit of a piglet. Chanchito es. Sí, mi chanchito. Páralo bien. Sí, Ana chanchita. Pero Ana Valores. 4 more breaths. And bring the arms down. Or just bend down. So just doing some shoulder rolls. You can stay with a straight leg. And then shoulder rolls forward. And then shoulder rolls back again. And at that point, I will say goodbye. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to go look for kangaroos. So we won't be here, but I'll be here Monday at 9:30. Have a good one.